Director update, and I'm here with Dylan with Clason Remodeling Company. And we are actually at a property that we've sold twice now in the past, and we're here to see what has changed. You have done a lot of work.
Yeah.
So let's start with when this project began.
This project began, probably around January last year was when all the planning started beginning. And it was originally just supposed to be kitchen and 4 baths. And over the course of a year, it turned into an entire home remodel. So it's been a great almost a year.
Awesome. Well, it's definitely changed drastically. We'll be showing you before, after video footage that we have. What would you say was the biggest transformation that you saw from start to finish on the property?
Biggest transformation is the updated look. It was very 80s, 70s, especially the kitchen. The kitchen used to have a completely weird kitchen island in it, and that is a very different space now. I guess just updating everything is the number one thing.
Yep. And how did you go about working with the client and choosing the types of materials to use and coloring and things like that?
So for the cabinetry, we actually used Sue Booth out of Vintage Kitchens in Concord, and she met on site with us. They went through everything and they picked out finishes for cabinets and everything else. And the client actually picked out paint colors, and that's where he went from. He had a similar product floor in his house, so we came up with samples that we had pre-stained, and we came up on a stain that he liked the most. The first 3 stains looked exactly like the original stain in the house, so those got mixed pretty quickly. We came up with Jacobine by Dylan.
It's definitely has that updated feel to it now.
Yeah.
That it definitely was screaming for back then. From light fixtures, the cabinetry, the flooring, appliances that you chose.
Completely new. All the beams were restained to match the floor color. The entire kitchen, in the before pictures you'll see, had the same ceiling boards, and they're actually the floorboards of the second floor. We dropped all that down and put soundproofing insulation in, so that way whoever's upstairs, the kitchen doesn't hear.
Yeah, that's definitely helpful for those who like to sleep in. Now, what would you say was the biggest challenge or hardest project of all of the small projects here?
The hardest problem was the hot tub room. Just a gigantic greenhouse, essentially. So we had to remove the hot tub from it and piece that all apart, and the hot tub was actually mortared into the room, so it was breaking apart all the tile, then doing all the electrical, all the plumbing, getting all that out of there, removing that, and then we had sheets of tempered glass that weighed 1,000 pounds that no one could carry, so we had to do a very controlled break of all that glass.
Wow.
So that was definitely the hardest transformation.
I bet, especially being a second story up.
Yeah, it was an interesting day. Made sure everyone had all the proper safety gear, and then we actually talked with granite class and learned how to properly break it without anyone getting injured.
Awesome. So it's pretty much almost ready for them to move in now.
Yep, they'll be moving in within the coming week.
Awesome.
Just have to do a final couple electrical items, and then we're good.
Awesome. Well, we're definitely excited to show the transformation. Tell us a little bit about when you did the hot tub, how the master whole configuration changed.
So when we first started talking with the client, we went into it just as the bathroom, and then as the bathroom went along, we realized that they didn't want to look out to a hot tub room. They thought it was very awkward. So we decided to remap the whole thing and make it very private, so that when someone's in the living room, the door's open, you can't see into their master bedroom. The original idea was to put a transom light over the bed where the hot tub room was. That got nixed because of the amount of views that they have all around the house. So we just decided that it was going to be a cool way to drop the ceiling of the hot tub room, close it off, give them privacy, and then downstairs is actually the client's home office.
Awesome. Beautiful. Well, it's definitely transformed, and I like that piece on not looking in, where so many times the first floor master has that.
Yeah, I mean, that was the whole entire point. Sue Booth actually came with the idea of clipping that corner and making just a little tiny entryway. That way they have their own space.
Right. And you keep mentioning Sue. Who else has helped with the project and different vendors?
So all the doors that we installed were Pella. and that's Rob and Bob Butts over in Meredith. And then we did Sue Booth, obviously, for kitchen cabinetry, vanities. Greg Brooks Electric is all the electrical, and Jerry LaFlamme from J&M Mechanical is the plumbing.
Awesome. Lot comes together, and you have to coordinate everything together. So definitely did a beautiful job. I'm sure the owners are super excited.
Yes.
Super excited.
They're very eager to move in.
I bet. And perfect time for the holidays. So
Yep.
that's fantastic.
And their plan is actually to move up full time now.
Awesome.
So.
Well, you did a great job. If you're interested in seeing more of Clason Remodeling Company's work, definitely reach out. What's the best way for them to check you out?
The best way to check us out is actually if you go to kclason.com. We have a brand new website, has all of our contact information, and explains our whole process.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much, Dylan. Appreciate it.